Hey y'all, Craig Wall, Georgia Trapping and Fishing. Well, I've had a few people ask me for an update on the garden, so we're gonna get out here and walk around the garden and I'll show you how it's going. Y'all come on, take a look. Well, my purple top turnips have done real good. This is I've already picked one mess of them, and them and a few of my collard greens, but they've done good, and hadn't had any trouble really with bugs. These are more collard greens here. They're a little small, but they got a good taste. They tasted good. They just hadn't got real big this year for some reason. And over here I got some of my cabbage is doing real well. Cabbage always seems to do pretty good here. I got some here and I got some more in a bed over there next to it. These are more collard greens. So I'm gonna pick a bunch of these today after we get through with the video probably, and get them started cooking. These are my green beans. I've got two different kinds in here, but they've been good and healthy this year so far. I got lots of blooms. Like I said, there's two different green beans mixed in here. But the pollinators have come in, thank goodness, and finally got here, and they're pollinating everything out. I got lots of little small green beans growing. Be a little while, by another week these will all start being ready to pick. But I've been real happy with the way the raised beds have done with the green beans so far this year. And over here, back to the cabbage. This is my second bed full of cabbage. I got a lot of little cabbage heads coming up on these. And then some of these, I got some broccoli mixed in. Quite a few good sized broccoli heads already on some of these. Well, I can't reach them. But broccoli's done well. Another bed full of broccoli. And all the broccoli's got heads on them, so I'm pretty happy with it. These two big heads here are pretty much ready to be picked. And with the netting, I had very little bug problems this year, so I've been real happy about that. I uncovered the green beans because everybody let me know in that first video that I needed the pollinators to get to them, so so I'm glad I got some great comments from y'all, because I would have messed that up. So, but these are my Mega Marley tomatoes. I left them in here because between shaking them and the breeze blowing them, I'm getting plenty of blooms. I'm getting plenty of tomatoes. So I hadn't worried about uncovering them, and I don't have any of the big hornworms. You can tell all my better boys and bigger boys are, I don't know how many you can see through this netting, but they've got real big. But I've got plenty of tomatoes on here. I'm talking about these things are loaded with tomatoes. There's some more down here. So I mean, so far they've done real good without having them uncovered. So I'm gonna leave them just like they are and just keep tapping on them. And they're self-pollinating, so they're doing good. I'm gonna leave them inside the netting. My peppers, I got ate up with the aphids to start with at the beginning of the year, but I treated them, and for the most part they made a comeback. I've already picked one bell pepper. They're kind of puny looking, but I got a lot of bell peppers on them. Oh, look at this. This tomato just came up over here. It's already got blooms. My sweet potatoes seem like they're doing good. I hadn't messed with them. I just left them covered up. Just let them get watered. started getting a little bit of rain here. We didn't have any rain for about 2 weeks, so I was having to water about every other day. But now this little pepper, it ain't doing good. I don't think it's gonna make it. But here is my cucumbers, and I got lots of little cucumbers coming out for pickling. I do got a few that are big enough to pickle now. I think you can see them down there, maybe 2 or 3. I may have enough for a batch of pickles right now. But I got those, and then this up here is my achocha. I've never grown it before, but it's getting a lot of little pods or blooms. I'm not really sure how that's gonna work, but we'll see. Hopefully it'll make plenty of achochas this year. And I tell you what, this stuff really runs. I mean, it runs all over everything. As you can see, there's my pollinators. Most of them have been bumblebees though. I haven't seen any honeybees yet, but at least I'm getting pollination. And I got some little zucchinis growing down here in my zucchini. But now we had lots of crookneck squash. It's done real good. I got a big one somewhere over here. I don't know where it's at. But we've the crookneck squash, my daughter's already picked a few of them. Got some more there. The zucchinis really aren't getting very big though. There's one or two right there. They're not getting real big, but they're doing okay. I'm not sure. I hadn't seen a lot of pollinators messing with this side of the beds. So, and of course, there's our peppermint. It's doing okay. Then I know I'm gonna get a lot of comments on this. This is the carrot patch, and I told my daughter we had to thin them out, and she put her foot down and said, do not mess with my carrots. So she's gonna have like 1 million little pencil neck geek carrots. So what I did is I went back in and planted me some carrots in that bed right over there. So I'll have some big old fat carrots, and she can eat all these little pencil ones. She said she likes them for just munching on, so they ought to be a bunch of carrots in there. I just don't think any of them's going to be very big. And it looks like I think all my garlic's doing good. I planted garlic, 2 rows of garlic in here too, so hopefully the garlic ain't getting choked out. And then over here is my red potatoes, and they've flowered 2 or 3 times in here. They're just packed in there pretty tight, but I don't think it's hurting anything since they're growing underground. So, and I haven't seen any bug damage, you know, no problem with the bugs in there. So I've been happy that some of this is covered. These are my volunteer bush beans. I didn't plant these, they just came up out of where I tilled everything up from last year, so I thought might as well leave them and let them grow. Well, at least we'll get a few bush beans off of them. But that's pretty much it. I think I showed y'all everything. At least we're starting to get some stuff that we can, you know, start harvesting pretty soon. Oh, and yes, I do have the grill going. Let's see if I can show you here. We got a butt on the grill. All right, y'all, I hope you enjoyed the little walk around of the garden. I think it could be doing a little better, but I'm happy with it so far. I think we'll start getting to harvest some stuff pretty soon. And like I said, I've already picked 1 mess of greens, and we've got a few squash off of it, but I think pretty soon the green beans will be ready. The cucumbers are ready now, so I'll go ahead and start getting some pickles going. But I appreciate you hanging in here with me and taking a look. And I appreciate it if you'd give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you think it's something you might want to watch. But I reckon I'll see y'all on the next one.